All right, well, thanks for coming today. I want to tell you about how I came to the study of jazz. Initially, I was a freshman in college and didn't have a clue what I was getting into. I just thought these kind of more obscure chords on the piano were jazz, and I liked that. And so I enrolled in a jazz improv class my freshman year and was in way over my head, actually shed some tears from frustration of not being able to understand this complex language. But I remember as a kid really desiring to create my own music, and maybe somewhat arrogantly thought, why should I have to play what some other guy has wrote when I can play my own music and say what I want to say musically? And so that kind of led me to the jazz combo genre that you see here today. We are, in a sense, creating on the fly and maybe potentially saying things musically that haven't been said yet. And so my claim today is that the jazz combo can be a very useful metaphor, as you see here, for healthy ecclesiology. And as we look at the jazz combo, what facets can we look at and inform how we understand healthy church life? And can or should the church have a certain jazz shape? And I would say today, I would submit to y'all today that the answer is a definitive yes, and you can tell me what you think afterwards. So before we begin with breaking some of this down, I want to just tell you a little bit about how to understand what we're doing up here. So typically what happens, just so you know, I met these guys about an hour ago. And so that's not quite as magical as it sounds. So typically the way that this jazz combo form works is that we'll pick a tune that we all know from memory, like I just called Autumn Leaves, and these guys know how that goes. And then a melodic instrument like the piano will play the melody of that song, the Autumn Leaves, da-na-na-na-na-na, right? And then the chord structure continues. So like for this song, The Days of Wine and Roses, you see the melody line of the musical notation there. So someone would play that, and then the form of the song, the 32 bars, would continue, and we improvise using those chords. So the form of the song just keeps going. So that's what was going on when we were all taking these solos, is the chords were the same, but all the melodies we were creating on the fly. That's the improvisation. And then so we just take turns doing that. The form continues, the 32 bars, or the 24 or whatever. And then when we're done trading solos, we'll play the melody out again. And like you heard there, we had a little tag that we just kind of messed around with a little bit. And then we're done. So pick a song, play the melody, chord structure continues, play the melody again as you're improvising, and then you're finished. So that's typically how it goes down. We're not just playing random notes. A lot of people think, like, how do you do this? Like, what's going on? And it's not just this random mash of musical intensity.